game. They've been playing them since they were very young, and they grew up with this rivalry. But we felt that we had a good game plan going into it, and if we could execute it, if the kids did what they needed to, we'd have a chance to win this game.
And tell me about, the city of Mercedes, the Queen City, they turned out. They were there supporting the Tigers the whole way. Ed Calchelso, we know, travels extremely well.
Right.
They had a full side. The atmosphere at the stadium, the electricity.
Yeah. Oh, man, and it's something I told our boys before we walked out there. I said, there's no feeling like this in the world. You can't buy this feeling. You can't hope on this feeling. You can't wish this feeling. It's something out there, and you're warming up, and you're getting booed. Those hostile environments, that's what makes these games awesome. That's what makes these games fun. And you could see our boys, and they've been in a few big games, and they had some fun last night. And going into an environment like that, that's what makes this rivalry and this sport such an awesome sport and an awesome game to play.
So at halftime, you're knotted up at 7. The second half, you stay knotted up at 14. You've missed a couple of field goals earlier in the game. And now with 7 seconds on the clock, you're saying, bring me the long-distance kicker, bring me Aldo, and let's see what he can do. Now, there's a difference when you're the kickoff guy and there's nobody's finger that's holding the ball down, and then you've got to go into a field goal.
Right.
How did you think he was going to handle that?
Here in practice, he hits these long range field goals, and like I told the people last night, he just takes a while. He's a calm guy. He's a cool cat. Nothing really phases him. And when we go out there, we're rushing him in practice. We've done a cotton down on him, and we've had issues with him trying to get the kickoff. But I said, we're there 7 seconds. We get that penalty that pushes us 10 yards back, and there's one of our coaches that, Coach, what if they set up a return? I say, let's see what this guy can do. We're going to put him in this situation. And you know what? They did a great job blocking for him. The holder, Daniel Martinez, was able to get that ball down. And, he kicked. Our kicking coach does a great job with him. And so it was just it was an exhilarating feeling, and seeing this kid go out there and perform like that.
Coach, how much playing time had Aldo had before last night?
Very, very few. I think in Donna, we have 2 kickers, and he kicks. We have an extra point kicker, and that's number 9, Juan Cruz. Yeah. And he's almost automatic from those extra points. But I think we put him in maybe one time, maybe in pace, or it was down north. Very few. He maybe had 2 or 3 plays.
Yeah, and I think it's been only kickoffs, right?
And yeah, exactly.
And he's a senior from the soccer team and all that. And you were right, because even when I talked to him after the game, nothing really fazed him. He wasn't that too hyped up that y'all won.
Yeah. He's a senior. He's from the soccer team. After I think we went to Nicky Rowe early on in the season, and we couldn't make a field goal. And our kicking coach said we got to find a kicker, and we were able to find one of these guys that can go out there, and like you said, nothing phases him. He went out there and did his job, and just did what he needed to do out there for the team.
And Coach, there was no hesitation. We talked about this last night, but talk to me a little bit more about how you guys stay aggressive, and this is your game plan from the beginning till the end of the game.
We went in there, and Segura, like I said, he's a great quarterback. That's the guy's team, and Coach Marshall do a great job. But we felt our defense. We're a very aggressive defense. We've always been aggressive. We're going to take risks, and our guys believe in that. We play physical. And we felt that if we can come after this quarterback, and if we can get to the backfield, hit him a few times, that we'd be able to rattle him a little bit, and just put some pressure on him. And again, these are young guys back there trying to make plays, and it's hard sometimes when you got guys in your face coming at you, hitting you on every play.
Ed Koch also called the timeout before the attempted field goal. Was there any hesitation for you to just say, you know what, let's just take a knee and go into overtime?
Well, we've been overtime hasn't been really good for the Tigers, and so we went in there, and I did talk to our offensive coordinator, Coach Smith, and he said, Coach, there's a chance that we just throw it in the end zone. We never know. And I said there was a very few discussion. I said, no, we're going to give this guy a chance, and that's where we went with it. And that timeout, little discussion there, but he said, let's put this guy. And he felt confident that he wanted a chance. And Coach, give me a shot at this. I said, you know what, either we make it. Somebody said, what about the return? I said, hey, if they return it, I think we can make a play on it.
What about the block? If they block it, Coach, that's what I was worried about. Analyzing that game, I was like, well, if there's a block there and they return it.
Yeah. We're a risk-taking team, and I felt we're in the position we are because we're not afraid to take these risks out there. And that was mentioned too on the headset too, Coach. They blocked this thing, and we'd hate to lose it on something like this. And We were playing pretty good. Overtime was kind of on. It hadn't been mentioned yet, but I felt that we went into overtime. I think we'd be okay. But, as you say, we're going to go with this. We're going to ride it, and let's see what we can come out of this.
Of course, that was the play of the game, but Zach Gomez kept you guys in the contest. Scrambling kind of looked like a scrambling quarterback out there, making things happen with his feet.
That's right. I told people about Zach. He's a special athlete. He's going to make things. He's going to make things happen with his feet. He's going to keep the play alive. And every week he's gotten better. Every week he's gotten more confident. Our offensive line did a tremendous job last night. And, of course, our receiving core, Daniel Martinez, Brandon Gutierrez, and all these guys are clicking with him. And they see him scrambling. They're on a different route to try to get the ball.
And, Coach, defensively also, y'all had a big stand on 4th and 1. They had the ball inside the 10-yard line. That was a huge play. Your defense is coming around. I know that they were a little down after Donna because they couldn't complete the stop there against them, and they ended up scoring late. But they kind of redeemed themselves last night. Well, they did redeem themselves last night.
Our defense. We take a lot of pride on. We take a lot of pride in our defense, and we're like I said, we're a physical team. We're going to go out there and do what we can to come after you. And they were a little down with Donna, but you know what? They got right back up, but they knew they had to focus on the next opponent. And I said, guys, you're going to have another opportunity somewhere in this game. You'll have an opportunity to make big plays, and they responded. It was a huge play. We just 4th and 1 there, and they get that touchdown. I mean, they knotted up, and who knows what happens after that. But you know what? They put it on their shoulders and went forward with it. And that's what makes us good. This defense and these seniors and even these young guys playing. That makes the defense special.
What are things like right now at the in the field house there at Mercedes? What is the atmosphere like with the coaches, with the players?
Anytime you're able to get a win like this, it's a good atmosphere. The kids are here. Kids are watching film. And, the training room, even though it was a rough and physical game last night, training room's empty. Everybody's doing their workouts. Everybody's watching their film, and it's a good feeling. I know coaches here coming in a little early. You're walking around a little bit more, and it's just a great feeling anytime you're able to win a big game like this, especially a district game that means a lot and puts everything on the line and keeps you in the district race. So everybody's feeling well over here.
Are people sending you guys donuts and free meals and stuff like that?
You would think so. We showed up this morning and said, anybody bring breakfast? Well, Coach, nobody sent us anything yet. So we'll see. I said, maybe we have to go maybe order lunch or something.
So, Coach, after this big game last night, I mean, obviously Friday you got to lace them up and you got to do it all over again.
That's right.
How do you prevent this from being the culmination of your season? How do you prevent, hey, we beat Ed Couchelsa and we beat them in this fashion and you still got to go out and you got to do it all over again?
Yeah, you know what? And that's one of the most difficult parts here. Just like last week in Donna, I mean, I could see that these guys were pretty upset with the loss. But, these guys are resilient, and they got a short memory, and they got a short-term memory, and you have to. And you're coaching, and you're playing this game. We can enjoy the win for 24 hours, and then we're on to the next opponent. I tell you, this team's destined to do some great things, and if we want to continue doing the great things, we got to focus on the next opponent, and I have no doubt that these guys will, and the coaches will too. We're at this point, we watched the film with the kids, and we put that one to rest, and now we're on to the next opponent.
So who is coming up Friday?
We got the PSJ Bears. We're playing them here.
All right, I don't want to say it's going to be a cakewalk for you because, I am a Bear alum, but you may have to be. You may celebrate for another week. Hopefully the Bears will, show different, but.
They always bring a good team, and they'll fight there to the end, and anything can happen in this District 32-5. It's going to be a battle, so I'm sure they'll have their boys ready to go. I
mean, looking at the district, I mean, tell me a little bit about it. It's got so many interchangeable parts. There's still not a clear-cut district champion, right?
Well, we got Donna right now who hasn't lost, and he is undefeated as of right now. They still got to play head couch. And I think us, Ed Couch, and I believe Brownsville Porter all have one loss there. So everybody's still in the thick of things. Anything can happen. And that's what you want. You just want to give your team an opportunity to go out there and play and see where the cards lie at the end of the season.
And then, of course, you guys will have that opportunity to do so and then step up your record a little bit more in the next couple of weeks.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I mean, we got to finish this season strong. And like I said, Friday night, you got to keep these kids focused, and we still got 3 more games left, and we got to go out there and take care of business and see where we end up. Right now, we'll be focused on the Bears and taking care of business and getting another win under our belt.
If Carlos asked you to, would you ever let him call a play? If you could just say, okay, Carlos, give me your one play that you would like to see us run.
Coach, let me tell you right now. You used to run this. You ran this last year.
Uh-oh.
The hook and ladder, Coach. You haven't run that.
Yeah, we haven't had the. Believe it or not, we practice it. We practice it every day. It just the opportunity hasn't presented itself, and in the heat of the game and stuff like that. He said, you know what? And I thought last night we'd have an opportunity to run it, but it just get caught up in the moment. You're just trying to get those first downs and don't want to risk something like that. But it's there in our playbook, and whenever you want to see it, we get us a little to the sidelines, get a little signals to the sidelines. We'll get it going for you.
It's just tucked away for that special moment that
right.
We're going to give Carlos Robledo his 2 minutes as the OC, and he's going to call the play.
That's right.
It's going to be the hook and ladder.
Well, because they ran it last year. You laughed, Tony, but they ran it last year with a lot of success with a couple of guys, with Josh Garza and Roel. With Roel. So they could run it again with Martinez and Gutierrez. So.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
All right, Coach. Well, listen, best of luck. Congratulations. It was a huge win, and I know that, there was other places that had a different game of the week, but we always know that when Mercedes and Ed Couch also get together, that should be the true game of the week right there.
Yes, sir. Always great games. They do a great job, and both communities are very proud and support their teams. They did an excellent job last night supporting both the teams. All
right, we appreciate it, and thanks for joining us, Coach.
All right, no problem. We'll see you guys later.
Coach Adame, the Mercedes Tigers, joining us here in the Huddle on Fox Sports Radio 1700 and 956sports.com. So if you had the opportunity, Carlos,